In a dimly lit tent, serving as his command center, Napoleon Bonaparte sat hunched over a map of Europe. The flickering candlelight cast long shadows across the parchment, showing the lands he had already conquered and those still out of reach. It was 1805, and the weight of the continent's future rested heavily on his shoulders. Napoleon was a man of vision, a strategist whose sharp mind had won many battles. Born on the island of Corsica, he had risen through the ranks of the French military with incredible speed, driven by ambition, tactical brilliance, and an unwavering belief in his destiny. Now, as Emperor of the French, he faced one of his greatest challenges: the Third Coalition, an alliance of European powers determined to stop him. Despite the odds, Napoleon's confidence never wavered. He was a master of morale, knowing that his troops' spirit was as important as their strength. Each morning, he would ride out to meet his soldiers, his presence alone lifting their spirits. His words, always carefully chosen, inspired loyalty and courage. He made sure they knew he shared their hardships, often spending nights in the same conditions as his men, giving up comfort to stand with them. One evening, as the army camped near the village of Austerlitz, Napoleon called a meeting of his top generals. The air was thick with tension, but his voice was calm and steady. "Tomorrow," he said, tracing his finger over the map, "we will face the combined forces of Austria and Russia. They outnumber us, but they don't outthink us. Our strategy will be our strength. We will pretend to be weak on our right flank, drawing them in, and then strike with full force where they least expect it." His plan was bold, but his generals had learned to trust his instincts. As dawn broke over the frosty fields, the French army moved into position. Just as Napoleon had predicted, the enemy took the bait, advancing on what they thought was a vulnerable flank. But as they committed their troops, Napoleon unleashed his reserves, cutting through the enemy lines with precise attacks. The Battle of Austerlitz, known as the Battle of the Three Emperors, was a huge victory for Napoleon. His ability to predict and manipulate his opponent's moves had won the day once again. After the battle, he walked among his troops, offering words of thanks and encouragement, acknowledging their bravery and sacrifice. This victory cemented Napoleon's reputation as one of history's greatest military leaders. His genius lay not only in his tactical skills, but in his ability to inspire and lead. He understood the hearts and minds of his soldiers, fostering a sense of unity and purpose that went beyond the battlefield. But Napoleon's story was not just one of battles and conquests. It was also a tale of profound complexity, of a man whose ambition would eventually lead him to overreach. As his empire expanded, so did the challenges he faced. Yet even in exile on the remote island of St. Helena, his legacy endured. Reflecting on his life, Napoleon once said, "I am the successor, not of Louis XVI, but of Charlemagne." Indeed, his vision and leadership reshaped Europe, leaving a lasting mark on history. Napoleon Bonaparte, the master strategist and charismatic leader, remains a figure of enduring fascination and study, a testament to the power of ambition and the complexities of leadership.